So how do we mix this? The ratio is 2 is to 1 is to 1. We'll take 2 portions of soil, 1 portion of compost, and 1 portion of sharp sand. Then we'll mix it. After we have mixed it, we can plant either tomatoes, atarugu, also known as pepper, or anything else we want to plant. There are no grasses in the sand as all the grasses have been removed. After planting, you can begin to water it with watering can, bucket, or hose, as the case may be. This is how you manage it after you have mixed it with compost. To plant Irish potatoes, we will have to fill the sacks halfway with the mix. As it is growing, you will be adding the soil till you fill it up. For other things like tomatoes, pepper, and others, half sack of the mix is enough to plant it until you harvest it. For fertilizer application, after you have planted for nursery first, how do you do your nursery? Like tomatoes, the seeds are small. So in this mix that we have explained earlier, if you pour it on the ground, spread it, then you spread the seeds on the soil. Then sprinkle some water on it. Then it will start to sprout. When it is about 2 to 3 weeks old, then you transplant it into sacks where it will continue to grow until maturity. When you have put it in sacks, after 2 weeks, then you get Gringo organic fertilizers or any kind of fertilizer you can lay your hands on. Apply it or spray it as the case may be after 2 weeks of transplanting. At the 3rd week, apply it or spray it again. At the time when it starts flowering, don't apply fertilizer on it again because it may kill the flowering. You understand? That is for atarugu pepper. For tomatoes, after 45 days, it will start flowering and yielding. Then you can be applying or spraying the fertilizer till it starts producing seeds. Then you can be harvesting it and consuming. This is how the explanation of sack farming is. This thing I'm going to show you is the green grow fertilizer. This is the big one, the one you spray on the farm. How do you use it? Early in the morning at about 6 to 7 a.m. you can apply it, or in the evening at about 6 p.m. you can apply it. Don't apply it in the afternoon. This one is 1 liter. If it finishes, you can refill it with this little one. Then dilute it with water to fill it up, and then you can apply it. That's the good mix. This 1 liter is 2,500 naira. This small refill is 1,000 naira. It can be used for all vegetables. There are also available ones that can be used for bigger farms. The fertilizer will encourage your crops to grow very well. As the crop begins to grow, is it the same mix of soil that you will continue to pour in it? That is the mix that you have earlier told us. Is it the same mix that you begin to continue to pour into the sack as it begins to grow? Yes, it's the same mix that you continue to use. Please highlight this ratio, 2 is to 1 is to 1. It is the ratio of 2 shovels of soil, 1 shovel of compost, and 1 shovel of sharp sand. After you've put them in that proportion, then you mix it. Just like you are seeing here, mix it very well. The idea behind it is the soil is more dense or close together. The sharp sand is more porous, and when you mix them up with the compost, it gives it a balanced soil where basic components and water freely move in accordingly. So it makes it more very, very okay. If you are using a wheelbarrow, you can do the same mix of 2 is to 1 is to 1. 2 wheelbarrows of soil, 2 wheelbarrows of compost, and 2 wheelbarrows of sharp sand. It will still give you the very excellent mix. Do we need to tear the sacks? Yes, you can punch it under so that there won't be too much water retained in the sack, so that it will help you regulate the amount of water inside. Must it necessarily be this sharp sand from the sea that you must use? Actually, if it won't be ideal to go and get sand from the farm that you will still eventually use to plant later. But these ones are readily available everywhere, so it is better to make the soil by yourself. Even sand from the trash or incinerator is also very fertile, or even chicken dung can be used to replace the compost. But to use the chicken dung, it has to be left to go through a decomposition process so that the potency of some of the elements which are high, like nitrogen, can be reduced a little before it is used so that it doesn't kill the plant. Also, I'll advise that because you have chicken dung readily available at home, does not mean that you just apply it directly like that. If you do that, the plant will give you leaves but no fruits or seeds because it has too much nitrogen in its natural state in the chicken dung. So using it like that is not advisable. You might be harming it, or it might look like it's working well, it's growing with leaves, but it's not going to give you results. So the best thing is just be careful the way you apply all these things. Why is it that when you plant yam in bags, before it is due, the sack begins to tear? It is because it was exposed to too much sun. Don't expose the yam that you've planted to too much sun. That is what affects the sack to begin to tear, and possibly the yam too. Can we also plant vegetables in these bags too? Actually, there is no need planting vegetables in these bags. It will be a waste. So it is better to just spread the soil and then plant your vegetables in the soil just like that. In that mix, it will still thrive. Is this mix suitable for planting anything else? Yes, it is suitable for planting any kind of vegetables you want, whatever it is. It's okay, it can work.